Hey everybody, it's Aaron here with Get Your Geek On. I'm still here with David on that side, whatever side this is going to point. I'm going to point both ways because I know it flips. So it's going to be one of those ways. Robert is not here, of course. He's having his baby, him and Kristen. So congratulations to them. But for the next few weeks, guys, I'll have on and off different hosts. David may come back for some other episodes. Hopefully we'll have some other people come on and be able to just talk geeks kind of stuff with them. David, why don't you give a little brief rundown of who you are?
Yeah, my name's David. I run a couple channels on YouTube. My main one's called David Espinosa Speaks, where I teach people how to better versions of themselves, better YouTubers, better business model, marketing strategy, stuff like that. And then I run a podcast with my buddy Javi, where it's called The Daily Mars, where it's a talk show where we talk about whatever we want, basically topics that whatever is in pop culture, news, stuff like that. There's not knowing what we're going to talk about because it's just off the head when it starts. Yeah, and then I stream gaming too. Yeah, TSH Cowboy.
There you go. So go check his channels out. Links are in the description below, of course. So he's going to help cover a topic today. Would you rather? What we do on Would You Rather is we pick usually a couple geeky topics to talk about, and Robert and me would bounce off of like, hey, I would rather do this or that, or fight this or fight that, stuff like that. And usually I draw some stuff out of this little bag we have, and hopefully a bowl soon. And but first of all, I want to say down below, put some stuff you think that are geeky related that would you rather do? Would you rather do X, Y, or Z, or A, B, and C? For this one, I kind of tailored it more to David. He is a gamer. He loves to game. He obviously loves Harley Quinn, his beautiful babe back there. So
Margot Robbie, if you're watching this, I love you, just so you know.
There you go. His proposal right there to her.
I'm gonna marry you one day. Just watch.
Oh gosh, she's like, I'm not.
No.
She just calls you, just says no, and hangs up. So guys, so on today's Would You Rather, since you are the streamer, I want to ask: would you rather play on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC?
Is there game specific or overall?
I'll let you pick the game. It's overall whatever console you want to be on or system. Right. Essentially, so whatever one you're like, I want to stream from this one only, or play games on this one only.
If I'm gonna stream, depending on what I'm streaming, I'm gonna go PC. I'm gonna have to go PC. But if we're gonna go game specific, Minecraft would go into the PC. Area.
Yeah.
If it's 2K, the basketball game 2K, it's gonna go onto PS4.
Okay.
GTA would go PS4, PS5.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean Sony on almost everything, but when it comes to specific streaming, like streaming in general, I'd rather stream PC.
Okay.
I just don't like games that can be modded and what's the word? I don't like the modded side of games, so that's why I would keep GTA and 2K over here, and then I would put Minecraft, Fortnite. Games that really can't get hacked as much on this side over here. Yeah. And Minecraft is just more fun playing modded. So everything else I keep over here on PS4.
Okay.
PC, PS4. Overall streaming, PC.
Yeah.
It's more fun.
That makes sense. I mean, I think streaming, I'd go with you. PC, I'd rather have that. Makes it a lot more simple too. You don't have to hook up any capture cards or anything else. It's all right there on your screen. So I have to go with you on the streaming. Gaming wise, I gotta go Xbox. I love Xbox too much. I have too many first party games I like on it, and I gotta stick with my Xbox.
I got a curveball for you. Look, curveball, because I knew you were gonna say that. So like we've had this argument before. That you're team Xbox, yes. I'm team PS4. Yes. We all split down the middle. All our friends that we hang out with all split down the middle.
Yeah.
Half Xbox, half PS4. But let me tell you this: is that because I know your favorite superhero is Spider-Man. You can't play Spider-Man on Xbox.
No, you cannot. You are 110% correct.
PS4. So I don't know if that just sways you a little bit eventually one day to the amazement of what is Spider-Man on PS4.
I mean, that's the thing. You act like I don't have a PS4 because I do. I do have a PS4. Yeah. And I did buy it just for God of War and Spider-Man, and that's literally all I played. And then I put it away. Never played it again.
I forgot about that. God of War.
God of War. I'll give God of War. They got God of War, and I love God of War, but I still got to go back to Xbox. They still have Gears of War for me, and they still have Halo, which are still two of my favorite franchises. And I still got to stick with them. Spider-Man's my boy. I love Spidey all the way, but I still got to what that's like the only game I would always keep buying a PlayStation for. I mean, Last of Us is good, but that's probably not going to get another game now that part
The
2 is out and done.
the only game I would say, okay, two games specific that I would
Okay.
say that Xbox has for them:
Okay.
Gears of War
Hmm.
and Halo. But
Right.
other than that, everything else is trash. And the only thing, also, hold on,
Um.
hold on. Let me pause really fast. 'Cause I just thought
Okay.
about it. Is that also it's the Microsoft being able to play Minecraft in the same realms as realms on Xbox versus PS4 doesn't have realms, Sony doesn't have realms the same way that Microsoft
Well,
does.
you do know Microsoft owns Minecraft,
Yeah,
right?
I know. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is that
Okay.
that's what makes it easier for them? Is that because Microsoft owns them, they can have realms the same way that you would with a PC player. You can play PC. It's a lot easier the transition of Xbox to PC.
And I'll give you that. I mean, but I think that's one of the reasons I do like it is because once you have the Ultimate Game Pass, you can go on either PC or Xbox. You're not stuck with one or the other. So you get all that library plus the exclusive games. One of the other games I really did like was Quantum Break. That's actually a Xbox exclusive. And original Xbox, well, Xbox One, when it first launched, Sunset Overdrive was really fun. I don't know if you ever played that one. I was gonna say there was one other one, but I can't find it. Yeah, I can't find it. I was trying to see if I could find it while we were talking, but I
You
don't
know
know.
what?
They just what's up?
I really enjoyed now that you because you brought up on the original Xbox. This is before the Xbox 360,
Oh,
before
we're
the
going old
Xbox
school.
old school Xbox.
Okay.
Actually, I really enjoyed the game mechanics of the Pro Skater series, the Tony Hawk.
Yes.
I enjoyed the game mechanics on Xbox rather than I did on PlayStation. That'll say that much because you had
See,
American Wasteland. American Wasteland
yeah,
was so much more better on Xbox than it was on the PS2. So that I'll give Microsoft on that. The game mechanics for that game specific back then, going all the way
was.
back.
Let me see something. I want to see. I don't know if it was on. I bet you it was on both though. Was Left for Dead? Well, maybe was Left for Dead 2 on the PlayStation or Left for Dead?
Not on PlayStation 2, I don't think so. I think it was just Xbox and Xbox 360 and PS3.
Yeah. See, I love Left for Dead that franchise. So I
Oh,
mean,
that's one of the best. Oh man, when it comes to
did
zombie
you?
games, one
Yeah.
of the best, one of the easily top three zombie games of all time.
Wait, what's your other ones then? Wait, if it's not number one,
Um,
what's your other ones?
what's not? Oh, actually, it might be number one because
Okay.
Resident Evil.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh
a
shit.
huge Resident Evil fan, but it's still not number one for me. I would say actually, do you know what? I would say Left 4 Dead actually would be no.
I would
Oh
say Resident Evil would be
man,
number one for the story. Left 4 Dead 2 would be more fun for like all of us playing.
all of us playing gameplay, yeah. Because that's Left 4 Dead
Pat
2
just did something.
Left 4 Dead 2 had the stadium one, right? With the
Was it on
the-
two?
was it on 2 or was it on 1?
Now I gotta look. I have it up right
Damn,
here.
that's a good one. But
Chills.
I would say like if we were to put them on top, like Resident Evil was 2, Left 4 Dead, Dead Island would be 3.
Oh, Dead Island. Oh
Dead
man, I
Island would be
forgot
3.
about Dead Island. I love that
Yeah,
game.
Dead Island would be 3. And then of course I'm gonna put Call of Duty Zombies as in my top
Yeah,
5. I would
I'll
put
give
them
you
in my
that.
top 5. Uh and then the cross collab from PUBG with Resident Evil was pretty dope.
That is true. I'll
That
give you
was pretty
that.
cool.
I mean, I'm right there with you because I would say Left 4 Dead, Resident Evil are my two favorite franchise. And I forgot about Dead Island. I
Dead
mean, a
Island was
buddy.
fun.
I remember was it 360 it first came out on, right? I think.
Yeah, Dead Island
Um,
came out on 360.
Me and a buddy literally like he didn't have any console. 360 was his first console, and he picked up Dead Island by just random luck. And he calls me, he's like, "Pick it up right now." And I was like, "Okay." He's like, "Just play it with me."
And dude, it
I was
was
like,
such an
"Okay."
underrated game when it
It
came
really
out. Because the thing
was.
was is that I remember, dude, I remember it because even I came across it just by accident. I was just like, I was at GameStop and I traded in a game and I was like, do you know what? This is like $2-3 because it was really cheap. Like before it primed and went back up in price.
Yeah.
Like it flopped when it had came out
Oh yeah.
Dead Island. It flopped when it came out. Not a lot of people were playing it, but then once the hype came up behind it and everything, and people realized that it's a really good storyline game, I feel like it was good. That was a great game too, Dead Island.
Yeah, I think it was one of my favorite ones. And me, like I said, that was, oh gosh, I think that was his first game on the console because he had bought it. I want to say he got like a bundle where it like came with like 2 or 3 games. And that was one of them. And he called me up. He's like, "I really want to play it. I played some of it. It looks good. Pick it up. Let's go." And I was like, okay, so I picked it up because I knew he was kind of a new gamer, so I was like, well, I'll pick it up and play with you. And I think we played that one for like 2 or 3 months straight. Like we almost 100%
It's
of that game, I think.
it's such a good game.
Oh, did you ever play Dying Light?
No, I didn't.
Oh, Dying Light's
No.
really good. I don't know if they would be considered zombies or more like just mutant kind of creatures, but that one's really good too. A lot of you do all this like parkour stuff around the city. That one was fun. I'd recommend that one too. So you said you had other would you rather's.
Yeah,
What do you
I
got?
got others.
I
Okay,
want to
so
hear what
since
you
we're
got.
in the zombies, since we're in, hold on, let me.
He's got a list, guys. He was going to rapid
I got
fire.
a
He
small
said.
little list, rapid fire.
So we're gonna try
Okay, so
this.
since we're in the zombies, a
Okay.
zombie. Okay, so put yourself in a real life situation.
Okay.
Would you rather fight Resident Evil zombies or Dawn of the Dead zombies?
Ooh.
Which one
Are
would you rather
we
run away from?
are we talking about just okay, Resident Evil? Are we talking about just the regular zombies? Or are we adding in liquors
No, no,
and
no,
all the
just
other
regular
ones?
base zombies. But let me give you the
Hmm.
scenario. Oh, how about I put you in a scenario? You
Okay,
have to
go for
go
it.
from let's say we're in San Antonio, right? And
Mm.
you have to go from SeaWorld to Six Flags.
Oh, okay.
Which zombies would you rather make that trip? Dawn of the Dead, where they're rowdy, crazy fast, crazy strong, or
I think I would go Resident Evil. One, because like you said, they're not crazy fast or strong, and I don't have to worry about the liquors and all the other ones, like you said.
yeah.
Because that would be my concern. Like if you throw in liquors and all the other ones, I'd be screwed. Um, and so you could route run them probably. And the other thing is, obviously in the video games, you can get bit more than once before you die and turn.
Yeah.
So I can get bit like maybe once or twice before I'm like officially dead. So I think
Not in Dawn of the Dead zombies. Nope.
no, those are like one bite you're gone, like you're already
Yeah.
done. So that's why I'll go with Resident Evil because the game mechanics make it seem like you can take maybe 2 or 3 bites before
Before you turn
you're
into a zombie.
yeah.
Makes sense.
No, unlike
I
the
like
movie
that.
because the movie's just one bite and you turn. But I'm not gonna go with the movies which suck.
All
Millie,
right.
my cat.
If
Stop.
you had to fight alongside a daredevil, would you rather go with was it Ben Affleck, right?
Fuck Ben Affleck.
Or I don't know the dude that's on the
Charlie
Netflix
Cox.
one. Yeah. Which one would you rather fight alongside?
Charlie
If you
Cox.
were to yeah.
I'm just going straight up Charlie. I don't like Ben Affleck when it comes to superhero movies. Like I loved him in a lot of his other films. I love him, but when it comes to superhero movies, I feel like he's a kryptonite to all of them. Like you're just
Oh, I
I
agree with you. I agree with you.
yeah.
Oh, no, but I liked Daredevil though. I enjoyed it. It wasn't great. Like the movie itself wasn't great, but I enjoyed him in that movie.
I'll say this. He was probably the best part of a crap movie, and he didn't do great to me.
Yeah.
Like
The movie wasn't great, but
no,
he's a good actor in general, and that's what kind of brings a little bit of kind of a what's a I don't want to say blinding light, but
yeah,
a shining light to the
yeah.
movie is that you're
I'll
not watching it for the story, you're watching it because it's Ben
it's
Affleck.
Ben Affleck. And see, I'll say this: if you watch the director's cut of Daredevil, the movie, it is so much better than the theatrical one. So if you've never seen that one, go watch. Find the director's cut if you can still find it and watch it. It fills in so many gaps and holes that the original theatrical one had. And I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm watching a different movie. Now it's not great still, but it's better. That's what I
Right.
will say. And I love Charlie Cox. I think he sold me on Daredevil right after season one. I was sold. I mean, Daredevil's one of my favorite heroes. And then when we put him against the Punisher, I think Charlie Cox did a great job.
All right. And next one.
Okay.
If you were to fight a Venom,
Oh,
would you rather fight okay, your powers don't matter. You have whatever powers you want and you had
okay.
to fight a Venom. Okay. Would you rather do the original Spider-Man Venom from the Spider-Man franchise, the original
Okay.
3 movie franchise, or Venom now up to date Venom? The
The
newest
one
with what's his name? I can't
Tom
even
something. Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy, yeah. Tom Hardy Venom or that 70 show Venom.
Oh my god. I want to say Tom Hardy just so I don't have to see the other one. I just don't want to look at that garbage. I just want to be like, this is garbage. I would look at him and say, you're garbage. I'm going to go fight this other one over here because he looks cool and it's Tom Hardy. And I like think he's a good actor. Um, but yeah, I think I would choose Tom Hardy's because he is a little bit more like the Venom I grew up with and knowing when Eddie Brock became Venom versus whatever the heck Sam Raimi was thinking when he made that film. And I know in older interviews, Sam Raimi hated Venom. He'd never wanted to do that film.
Yeah.
So I kind of cut some of it to that.
Do you know what would have saved Venom in the Spider-Man franchise? If the actual guy who played Eddie Brock in the first Spider-Man played Venom in the third. It's the third one, right? Where Spider-Man came out.
Yeah, he came out in the third one. No, he came out in the third one.
It's the third one, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like if Joe Manganiello, right? What's his name? He was in the cut scene of was it Batman versus Superman at the end? I can't think.
Yeah, he played Deathstroke. That's Joe Magan. I
Joe-
can't pronounce his last name.
But he played Eddie Brock in the first. He's who played Eddie Brock in the first Spider-Man. He's super young. You won't even notice it until you watch it back and you see that it's him. But I feel like he could have saved that.
Oh, he played Flash Thompson, not Eddie.
Oh, he played. I thought he played Eddie.
No, he played Flash Thompson. Yeah, I just looked up. I looked up his movie thing.
Never mind then.
Because I was like, wait, how did I miss Eddie in the first film?
No, I got my characters mixed up.
Yeah, he's
my bad.
Now I think I would have
liked him. He still would have made a good Venom.
He could have made
a good Venom.
And see, the funny thing is, he's a huge nerd. I don't know if you know that. Like, he is a huge freaking geek
in real life.
Yeah, and I want to go and play D&D with the guy because he actually plays D&D in his what he calls his dungeon. And I don't know if you've ever seen it. He has like dragon heads and all this stuff all over it. I'm like, I just want to play D&D with you, man. Like, just to hang out with you. I don't care who you are, like superstardom and all that crap. I don't care. I just want to be there playing D&D with you. And plus, if you know someone breaks in, you can body slam them.
Build your own dungeon.
Right? Like, hey Joe, will you come over here and play, man? Like, I need you to play with you, man. Like, we need to play some D&D, and I need to be a bodyguard too. So when someone comes in, you just body slam them and like kick their ass. And cool, I have my own personal bodyguard here because I would still not mess with him.
I don't blame you. That's a fucking animal now compared to.
Dude, he's cut, man. I'm like, oh crap.
He's a freaking animal. When you look at him, I was about to say, yeah. But next question.
Okay.
This is more like
you have stuff because you have all that lined up.
Yeah, I thought of it because he said, well, I love playing Would You Rather because this is a game I wanted to play on the podcast, and so I had already had some of these already like in my mind. Yeah. But since like we're on your show, Get Your Geek On, I was like, let me get all my geeky related ones on Aaron's show, and then I'll get Aaron on the podcast and do more like real life, like because ours are unfiltered. Like we have bad words and everything like that, so I'll keep the R-rated on over here and I'll keep rated friendly. But I wouldn't consider this next one a would you rather. But what would you from the original Pokemon, your starter Pokemon?
Bulbasaur.
Why?
Because I love Bulbasaur. I don't know. So when I remember playing the original Pokemon on Game Boy, dude. Like, I'm old.
Same.
Was like 97, I think it came out. 97, 98, something like that. So I remember just randomly picking Bulbasaur for no apparent reason. It was just, okay, I got one that's fire, one that's water, and one that's earth. And I went with Bulbasaur and I picked him. So for right now, like most of the reason I always go to Bulbasaur is because it goes back to those memories as a child of playing original Pokemon as Bulbasaur. And now, like growing up and seeing some, like saw the cartoons and saw some of the movies and hear how they describe Bulbasaur in his profiles and stuff like that. He is a very like loving and caring creature. He's supposed to be kind of like a nurse that takes care of the other Pokemon a little bit. And I like that aspect. I like that he's the medic of the group. Like, hey guys, you need to be healed. I got you. I'll take care of you. And he heals them. And I like that aspect of him. What about you? Who would you pick?
I'm a Charmander type of guy.
Set stuff on fire, walk away.
I'm just Well, not only that, but I mean, because I honestly, because I was super sheltered. Like I was super sheltered from pop culture stuff until like I became like basically an adult.
Really?
Was that like so I wasn't like I was super sheltered. When I say super sheltered, like I didn't even know what the hell Pokemon was until I was like 18, 19 years old. Like wait, that's how super
you're not
sheltered.
That much younger than me, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm not at all. Like I grew up knowing more or less what it is, but actually like getting into it and actually like, collecting cards and getting into the actual, the not the meta, what's the word? The culture behind it. wasn't until I was like an adult. Like I didn't get cards when I was a kid. I didn't like do none of that as a kid. It wasn't until
Yeah.
like I was able to spend my own money with it and go and do it. And that's when I got into it. Like the first Pokemon game that I bought on my own was the first one that came out on the Switch recently.
Oh
Was
wow.
the Pokemon, the Pikachu
Yeah.
and Eevee. The Pikachu was the first one that I actually like I've played them because other people had them.
Yeah.
But my actual first like Pokemon game that I bought with my own money was this one that came out on Switch.
That's interesting. See, and so side story to all that, growing up, me and my neighbor at the time, we played Pokemon, we got the cards, we did all that stuff. And I remember one time his friend from like not church or something, I don't remember how he knew the guy. He came over and we were playing, I can't remember if we were playing something on the N64 that like the picture one or whatever, but I remember we were playing Pokemon.
Oh, the Snap.
Yeah, Snap, there you go.
Snap.
And I remember his friend saying, "Oh, I can't play into that." And we both looked at him and we're like, "Well, why?" Now, mind you, my friend is very religious. My neighbor, he's very religious. They go to church every Sunday kind of thing. And the kid said, "Oh, that's the devil's work or the devil's magic." And I remember like, I looked at my friend because again, I'm not a Catholic or a Christian. I always tell people that. And I was like, "Can you explain that?" He's like, he kind of rolled his eyes. He's like, "I've heard this before." And the kid goes, is like, "Oh, well, if you look in this verse and this verse, Pokemon means it." And I'm like, that's not what it means. It means pocket monster, blah, blah, blah. And I looked at my friend. I was like, my head hurts now. And he's like, "Yeah, I know some churches do this." And he goes to a church that is very religious and they don't believe in that. It's kind of like the Harry Potter thing. They said Harry Potter was the devil too. And I remember that because growing up, I also worked at a bowling alley. My boss, his church, his pastor, whatever they call it, was like, "No, you can't read Harry Potter because it's the devil, it's magic, and that's evil." So he was kind of like, "I don't understand. It's fake. So why not?" So he read it and he's like, "It's safe for my kids to read." And he passed the books to his kids and they read them. I was like, that's how it should be. Let the parent decide if they want their children exposed to it. But it's like, it's not devil stuff. And he's like, "It's all fake. So who cares what's in it, if it's magic or not?" So that was my exposure to Pokemon culture when I was younger too.
And then this is the last one I got right here.
Okay.
All right. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Magic the Gathering.
Ooh.
Card wise.
Let
me like okay, three. Okay, this is kind of like you choose one of what you'd prefer. Okay. Then the next one is going to be as the overall culture of which one you like the most, because like me, these are different for me. So these three questions are different for me. So
that makes sense.
The card that I would prefer to trade, and then the culture that you prefer the most.
Okay.
And your overall favorite card in general in one of the three.
So culture, honestly, Pokemon. I still think that culture is more fun, more relaxed. Around the people I've been around, that because like then you go into like the cosplay aspect, you go into the anime aspect, you start diving down that rabbit hole, and I love that culture. So I would go culture wise them. Card itself wise, Magic, because there's also a lot of money involved in that. I go where the money is on that one, so I go Magic. Yu-Gi-Oh, honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, Yu-Gi-Oh, I didn't like at all. That's not even in the same ballpark for me. So overall, like which one I would like to play though, you said, right? Or
your favorite. Oh yeah. So which card you'd prefer? The card from the card sets themselves, which card you'd prefer?
See, that's almost a tie. Like I really do, because Pokemon has that place in my heart from when I was younger. But Magic, I love art and I love some of the artwork that they've done. And I personally know an artist here in San Antonio that did some of the artwork for Magic. So nice. I kind of lean towards Magic because it's one of those like, I want to support my buddy that I met. We're not like great friends. You're probably good acquaintances at best, but it's still like, I want to support that guy. Yeah. I don't know the guys who are drawing these Pokemon stuff. And maybe if I did, maybe I'd start leaning more towards Pokemon because it would have the kid aspect of then I'd go that way. But it's like, I like the cart work on Magic more. And I know somebody who's been in that realm. So yeah, I'm going to support Magic. I'll say Magic then. What about you? What are you going to go with?
So the card itself, like from a collective standpoint, I'm going to go with Pokemon.
Okay.
From the culture aspect, I'm in love with the culture of Magic the Gathering. I think it's its own little world and I'm super competitive, and I don't think that I don't think that the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh scene are as competitive.
No.
And it's because it's a lot more, I don't know how to say it, like growing up, I've had three aspects of what I enjoyed. So the reason why,
Okay.
like the collection side when it comes to Pokemon, and as an adult, the nostalgia of it, of like seeing people like collecting cards and everything, and how cards are making like a comeback.
Yeah.
And so like that's why, like, as far as the overall, I would go with that. But the culture behind being at a game, watching two people just go at it playing Magic the Gathering,
Yeah.
like, because I got into it. I got into it for a split second, like as an adult, and I was spending like stupid
Oh
money
yeah.
on it.
You
Like,
do.
oh my god, I spent close to about, like, I want to say $5,000, $6,000 like in a year playing Magic the Gathering. Like, I spent stupid money for no reason at all. Like, I was not good at it. Like, I understood the basics and I had fun playing, but I just, like, it was just an addiction. Like, oh, what can I get this week? What can I get this week? So every paycheck, $100, $200, $300, like, just like nothing.
No.
And then
That's
my
me in
my
comics.
I would say just on the card side, it's just the like you said, the artwork when it comes to Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
They're in their own league. They're like in a league
They
of their
really are.
own when it comes to the fact that Wizards of the Coast,
Mhm.
like, actually, like, isn't just like one specific, like, they're just gonna have like an idea. Like, they let the artists like they give them the concept and then just let the artist run with it.
Exactly.
And then now that they're going in more the digital realm aspect of it,
Yeah.
because I know they had well, today when we're recording, I think they had a release today. I think they had a release of cards.
They might have, yeah.
And now they're doing, like, instead of just saying, hey, here's the release, this is what we're releasing, and just showing pictures of it, they're actually having like the animations and the video and everything behind it. And then even the online, like, playing, like, if me and you were to pull up Magic and just play it across online right now.
Yeah. I'll
Like,
play a
it's
zombie
just,
deck
I
again.
love it, dude. I
miss
love
it.
it so much. It's
I miss
the
it.
culture, the cards.
See, and
But collection wise, I'm going with Pokemon.
Yeah, and I get where you're going with the culture. I mean, that makes sense. I remember meeting too many like hardcore people into it, so they kind of pushed me away. And I love anime, so I start dipping down that rabbit hole where it's like, oh, Pokemon kind of gets you towards more in that culture where you can watch anime and do all that stuff. You know, if you saw my room, you'd see a lot of anime posters around. So I still enjoy watching a lot of anime. So, but thank you for doing those questions. I like this. This was fun. We got to do it on yours though. That would be really fun. I
Oh,
want to see where you want to go,
man.
man. I want to see where yours go,
Dude, you're
and
not
I'll think
ready
of some for you.
You're not ready for it. They're
Oh,
wild, dude. Like,
I'm ready for the
wild,
game, baby.
wild. Yeah.
I'm ready for it, sir. We got to do it.
Right here.
So definitely go check out David's channel in the links below. So that way, maybe we'll have another video with me and him on his channel about this. It'll be fun to do. And of course, guys,
scroll back and check, because about, like, let's see, this goes up this week, right?
Yeah, it's going to go up sometime this week. Yep.
So 2 weeks ago, Aaron was on my channel talking about Get Your Geek On. Go watch that podcast.
Yeah,
Also,
you definitely go check that one out. That one was a fun too. I enjoyed those conversations. So go check those videos.